Hello everybody and welcome to the MS-VO Duisburg save. I've tried it, you've put it in the comments and I've tried it. You cannot say I'm not trying to get it right. I am desperately trying. MS-VO. MS-VO, I think. Anyway, let's dive in and see how we're getting on. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back. We are at the end of November. Today we're taking on Firth and then we're taking on someone near the top who I've forgotten because my memory is absolutely useless. But we are currently 15th. We're going to get off this page because it's a terrible page to look at what's going on. We are 15th. We are 1 place above the relegation playoff, but 3 points ahead of Kaiserslautern with a 5 better goal difference. We have played 14, won 3, drawn 5 and lost 6. So it's not too bad, to be honest, for a newly promoted team. I actually think we're doing all right. Dynamo Dresden are just sort of taking the piss. They're third with 26 points, 5 points off the top, currently in the playoff place for the Bundesliga. So, yeah, they're taking the piss as a newly promoted team. But we're not doing too bad. And obviously, a lot of you want to know about the stat that matters, and that is how many goals have we scored from corners. If we go into team detailed goals from corners, we have 5. We are top of the corner scoring list in the Bundesliga 2 because our players have finally learned what our corner routines are, and that makes a huge difference, I found out. If you're not training set pieces, then do it. And now our very tall players are scoring corners. So we have 5 corner goals in the season. It's not even January yet, and we're halfway to our mark of getting the 10 we need so that we don't have to sell the smallest player of the squad, which actually leads me in nicely to talk about the squad because we've had a slight change of shape. And Thomas Pedal, who I think is our shortest player in the squad, is having a bit of a rejuvenation in the team. He has played 3 times, he has 3 assists, and he's getting over a 7 as his average rating. So, yeah, I think a redemption arc is sort of nearly completed for Thomas Pledl. And I think it's Pledl. I think you'd say Pledl like that, so I think that's how we're going to say it, Pledl. And yeah, he's having a bit of a redemption arc, and it's working out really well for him. We've changed from a back 5 to a 4-2. That's the wrong button. That one. To a 4-2-1-3. Yeah. Basically, what we do is keep hold of the ball and then launch crosses in towards Smith and hope for knockdowns, goals, set pieces, and things like that. And see how we get on. And to be honest, it's actually working pretty well. You can see that there is part of the system we played previously is still ingrained in this. We still have the playmaker and the volante. We still have sort of people that are sort of drift in and a shadow striker and a target forward. So yeah, although we've moved away from the back 3, this system does seem to have helped. It does seem to have made us weirdly more solid defensively, even though we've got less centre-backs on the pitch, which I just got confused by. But it does seem to be making a difference. It is based on my Leon 4-2-3-1, which will be a video. When you watch this, the video will be out. So go and check that one out. I'll link it in the top corner up there somewhere. And yeah, so we've tweaked it somewhat. And results have improved with the little tweak. Our last game was actually the double loss in an episode, Nuremberg and Kaiserslautern, where we lost on aggregate 4-0 to both of those teams. We actually kept with the system and beat Bochum 1-0. Then we went to the system and drew 1-1 with Dusseldorf. But I think, yeah, in this one, we changed it ever so slightly on the 83rd minute, or with 12 minutes to go, I should say. Hansa Rostock, we changed to a 4-2-3-1 and drew 2-2. We then did a 4-2-3-1 DMAM wide and took Union Berlin all the way to penalties and then beat them in the DFB Polka second round. And I thought, we're onto something here. Magdeburg, we went and beat them 3-2 and played what was basically 3 different formations, a 4-2-4, a 4-2-3-1 and a 4-2-3-1 DMAM asymmetric STCL. And how do I know it's called that? Because we've sort of stuck with it here. 4-2-3-1 DM asymmetric striker CL, and we've just got a 1-1 draw against St. Pauli, which isn't a bad result because St. Pauli are quite good in this division. But goal scorers are still a bit too few and far between. 5 for Nilton Angulo. He is still performing well above his station at this level. 3 for Nappi, 3 for Senga, 2 for Capaldo, 2 for Bakir, 2 for Ikine, 2 for Girth, 1 for Castanda, 1 for Tashley, 1 for Chalobah, 1 for Dalsgaard, and 1 for Matt Smith. He has finally scored a goal, and I mean, it was a penalty. So it was a penalty in a game where we were winning quite comfortably. So we gave him it to try and get his confidence going. But he has been playing better recently, and it is. You can tell form and morale is better because training is better, right? There's no red in training anymore. No one's training so badly they get a red ranking. So yeah, it's proving to be pretty good at the moment. So we're going to go on and take on Firth, and then after Firth we are taking on Hertha Berlin, who sits second. So we're taking on the team that sit bottom and a team that could potentially be top when we go and play them. So let's get into the game against Firth, and we'll be back to go through the team. I guess the first thing we need to check while you guys are here is training. So Vincent Muller is our starting keeper. That's fine. Back here we'll give him the start, and Nappy's in there with an 8 as well. The worst 3 trainers, as I said, no one has a red. Dalton Walkins does, but we can't pick Walkins, Collet or Dalsgaard in the starting 11, which is fine because at the moment they're not in that starting 11, so that isn't a problem at all. But just to let you know, yes, it's a 4-2. It's basically a 4-2-3-1 with a winger that pushes up a little bit up here. But you'll see Pledel has cross aim for the far post. And do you know what? We're just going to absolutely change this and just put target forward and change everyone to actually just try to cross to hit Matt Smith. And we'll go from there, I think, because that would make much more sense. I was having people hit certain places with their cross. So these guys hit near post, these guys hit far post. I feel like we can just get, we can just swing crosses in towards biggie old Matt Smith as it stands at the moment. So yeah, that's where we go in. This hasn't updated. Take that off. Play for set pieces, hit early crosses. We do try and keep the ball and then swing the cross in. So did I have stop crosses on? I think I kept that on. We'll do it. I don't know why it hasn't stuck with the Duisburg system, but I'll have to make sure that we do keep this on as I want. I think we went to that as well, fairly wide. Maybe I did go to. We'll play like this. We're playing for set pieces. That's the main. Playing for set pieces and getting the crosses into Matt Smith's head. That's what we're trying to do mainly. Okay, so taking on Firth, the team bottom of the table, lining up in a 3-4-3 system, which is, I think I said it in the last video, very popular in this division, having 3 at the back and then wing backs and either wingers or 2 in behind a striker or 1 in behind 2 strikers. So we're sort of now going against the grain, playing a 4 at the back system. And, you know, I have been tweaking, and we're now watching in extended highlights so that we can get a bit more of an understanding about what's happening in the game. Back here is going to pick up an early yellow card. Is he, or is he just... No, just a talking to. Just a talking to for back here. But I've gone through, done all the set pieces about box threats, aerial, or, you know, attacking aerial threats, box threats, creators, and covering defenders, and all that sort of stuff to make us our maximum at set pieces, because we do really need to take advantage. Smith nearly scored. It was a good save from Dulagrov, really, but we have a corner early on as Pledel will swing this one in. Smith is beaten in the air, which is a surprise. Doesn't normally happen. Bitter back to Pledel. Pledel is not fouled, but it's another corner. And let's see what we can do here. Now, Smith normally acts as a bit of a diversion for Senga to get on it, like nearly happened there, but we are in a good position. We'll give away a just professional foul there. Good work, Angulo, to be honest. Throw in on the far side there. McGulty gets it back. Swings a cross in, but Smith was unfortunately the one he played the 1-2 with from the throw, rather than being the man in the middle. There's a good header there from McGulty. Chalobah back to Nappy. In it goes to Sissoko. Just goes back to Senga. Senga goes out to Bakir. Bakir to McGulty. Chalobah comes forward. Smith, who's dropped a little bit deeper, gets Matt Smith. You're not endearing yourself to the fans. That's a wonderful tackle from Bitter. Saberni's still on it, cuts it back. Good save from Miller in goal. But yeah, Matt Smith, you're never really endearing yourself to your fans online if you do stuff like that. Angulo's shot is blocked, and that was one of the worst highlights I've ever seen. It's another corner. Let's see what we can do with this one. Senga linking behind Matt Smith. Pledel puts it in. It's a header from Nappy. It goes over the bar. Half an hour gone, 0-0. Throw in to Firth. They go quickly to Saberni, who's a very good striker. I think I've signed him previously in a Football Manager as well. Back to the keeper. Iter into Dietz. And then it's Bitter putting in a tackle. I'm really worried about he's going to get sent off. in this game. On a yellow card early, back here gets stuck in again. Asta picks up the loose ball for Firth, gets round his man, swings in a high cross. Saberni heads it around. But yeah, this system doesn't seem to give away those low square crosses and cutbacks and things like that as much, which, as I said, sort of confuses me a little bit, because you think you'd be able to cut those more if you have more defenders on the pitch and how we were playing before, but not apparently so. Into Dietz. Iter picks it up again. Back to Dietz as we try and put some pressure on him. Just wanders past. Ranish is in, and that's a good finish. Mohamed Ranish, it's being checked, but it looked onside. It certainly didn't look like it should be disallowed, and it is going to count for Firth. Dietz held it up onto his right foot, and it's, yeah, he's definitely onside. Lovely ball through. He just outpaced the defenders, and then lovely finish, to be honest, 1-0. And we've picked up an injury just before half-time. Magulte is injured, so Koulé will come on, who's not been training very well, but in a needs-must situation, he comes off the bench. It's 1-0 at half-time. I want a much better display. I was going to say I'm proud, but I'm definitely not proud. I think what we're going to do is just change back here to a winger on attack. Because I was thinking, I would like to set... What I would like to do is, maybe we'll do it next season, is I will just set up a team exactly how I want them to play, rather than trying to fit things around what we've got and who can do what and where we can play. How do I like teams to play? And it is in my team in Singapore that I manage, I use a 4-2-3-1. We have a bit of a bigger target man up front. He's a bit more mobile than Smith, but a bit more of a target man. We do have a shadow striker, he's sort of attacking midfielder that plays into the channels. We have wingers that get wide and stay wide and are very pacey. And then we have two sort of, one holding midfielder, which is maybe more of a ball winner or a natural holding midfielder than a playmaker. And then we do have one that goes and joins the support in either a Volante or a Mezzala role or something like that. That's not how we describe it in our team. And then we do have like wing backs on support. We don't use anything fancy like inverted wing backs or stuff like that. So yeah, maybe that's something I should consider, setting up a team and how I actually play in real life. But yeah, we will go and we'll see. Yeah, I want to see a much better display, and I think individually we're going to talk to Matt Smith, point a finger and be like, I'm not happy. He seemed motivated. So that'll either mean he'll get a goal or a red card, probably. So second half underway. Hopefully we can get back into this one pretty quickly. Smith does lay it into Bakir, who's given a bit more licence to roam up the pitch now. So hopefully it makes a difference. Firth with a throw-in. It's a good tackle there from Bitter. Still on that yellow card, so we'll have to be careful with that one. Iter goes back to Young. Young into Farbassum. Dietz into Saberni. Saberni from range over the bar. It's a good save or a deflection, one of the two. Didn't quite see the commentary. But Iter will take the corner. You can see Matt Smith just marking that near post space. It's a good header away, and Young keeps it alive, but it comes to nothing. Down the other end, Bitter into Nathaniel Chalaba. He puts a ball into Sissoko from range. Good save from Dierlegrov. And now can we do something with this corner? Pledel will swing this one, and Senga's there. It's straight at the keeper. Good save. Right, an hour gone. We're not back into this one yet. Smith coming off for Tashley. And I mean, Pledel's not playing amazing. I'm just wondering, do we push back here? Because everyone's still crossing for the target forward. So let's push into a more standard 4-2-3-1. Keep back here a little bit higher up. See how we get on. Throw in. Koulé with it. Into back here. Back to Nathaniel Chalaba. Square ball. Sissoko. Great save again from Dierlegrov. And we have been the better team in this game. Pledel with it. Matt Smith not on at the moment. But Stenger's there. Or Senga. And it goes over the bar. 25 to go. And it's a free kick again. Pledel on it. He should shoot from here, to be honest. He does shoot. It's another good save from the keeper. Goalkeeper having a blinder in this one. Pledel over the ball again. He's going to swing this one in. It was a bit going for that tactic. We've got 3 corner routines. One of them plays to the middle. But yeah, we've been the better team, just not putting our chances away at the moment. So I'm thinking we make wholesale changes as it is. Bakir's not having a good game, so he can come off and be replaced by Koenig on that side. We're going to bring on Lucas Capado for Angulo in there. I'd like to give Pledel a rest, but I don't think we have anyone. Yeah, Kine can play out there. He can whip in. He's got good crossing and a good bit of pace. So all of our subs done. Let's demand a bit more from them as we're playing on the attack. We've been the better team, but at the moment we're on the losing end of the one stat that matters, and that's goals. As it's out to Asta, ball through, looking for Ranieri, and he's got the pace. It's a woeful shot. It's really bad. And he's subbed off straight away for that. Asta with a throw-in, goes down the line, Asta with it again. Back to Young. Fourth. Trying to just keep a bit of the ball, but Colle's robbed it back. Capado out to Akine. Akine is tackled. Good header from Senga. Colle comes forward again. Senga into Cole again. Good ball. Tashi's there. He's offside. I think it was a really good save from the keeper, but it's going to be one of those games, isn't it? At least we've outplayed them, which is positive. I do take the positives from games like this. Like you have to when you're in a relegation battle. We've played reasonably well. We just haven't put our chances away. We've got a final chance here as it's Bitter on the ball. Cuts it back to Nathaniel Chalobah. Konig, Chalobah, ball in. Bitter, Senga, it's a corner. We're going to have one last corner in the 95th minute of 4 minutes of time added on. Sissoko will take this one. He swings it in. Tashley, Tashi. A free header that he's put over the bar in the 95th minute. It's 14 shots to 6. It's 7 on target to 3. An XG of 1.2 to 0.8. Possession 64% to 36. We've been absolutely FM'd. So after 5 games unbeaten, we do have a loss there to Firth. Annoyingly, Magulti's out for 2 weeks as well, which is really irritating. And yeah, the goalkeeper. What a performance from their goalkeeper. Unbelievable stuff. 25 years old, the Bulgarian. They picked him up on a free. I think we scouted him. Yeah, we did. What could have been, eh? What could have been? But yeah, a wonderful performance from their goalkeeper. Next up is Hertha Berlin, who have just gone top of the league. So, it's going to be tough. Right then, taking on top of the league, Hertha Berlin. And we've been pulled back into this sort of relegation battle. 2 points is the gap between us and Firth. A win still could take us to like 13th and pull us really out of the... No, it couldn't. Yes, it could. 13th. And it could really pull us away from this sort of danger zone that we're just creeping towards ever so slowly. I think we created a bit more like this, and I think that this is how we're going to start. A bit more traditional, and again, we're going to target forward. Let's go more often target forward, more often target forward, more often target forward. Try and get the ball into that place, in and around Smith is what we want to do. We're actually going to start Tashi in this one. Now, it looks like we're going to have to drop Chalobah here. These 3 are in the starting 11, that's fine. Chalobah has trained really, really poorly, so he is going to be dropped. And his replacement playmaker, it hasn't really trained much better himself. It will be Fuki that will come in. But yeah, Chalobah getting punished. And I think, have we already spoken to him? Warm player, criticise, point the finger, very disappointed. You're right. I've given it some thought. Training target, 7. There we go. Seems fair enough. Lovely stuff. That will get him back into the first team if he gets a 7 rating. I don't want to change too much. We've got Magulti injured. Is Nicholas Cole one of these as well? Oh, he's just outside of it. He's just outside of the worst 3 trainers. So he can come in, which is nice. Dalton Wilkins is... All of my left backs are either injured or shit at training. It's very, very annoying. Dalsgaard is now back from his injury and could potentially go on the bench for Flexstein. I think we'll go for that. But I don't want it. Yeah, I don't want to change it too much. So I think Muller, Bitter, Nappy, Senga, Colle, Fuki, Sissoko, Pleadle, Angulo, Bakir, Tashi. In fact, let's rest. Angulo didn't do much in that last game. Let's bring on Capoda and go like that. We could go to a 4-2-4 and really try and hit him on the counter-attack with early crosses. Not yet. Not yet. Let's go for this 4-2-3-1. We'll drop down to balance just for this game as well. And I just want to make sure I'm not breaking the rules here. Yeah, he is definitely the 4th worst trainer, not the 3rd worst trainer. So that's okay. Right. This is what I mean by when you get, like, because Chalobah's probably one of our better players, but I'm not allowed to pick him because of the rules and the club policy. So, yeah, it's the way it goes, isn't it? It's just the way it goes. Right. I want to win every match, and today is no different. And then we'll say we have faith in them because obviously Hertha Berlin are a bigger, better team than us. So I can't remember the last time we won a game on camera, which is a bit of a concern, isn't it? So hopefully we put an end to that today and we get a win, which would be lovely, even better against a big team like Hertha Berlin. But passing like that ain't going to do it as we give it away. As he looked offside there. He is offside. Corner. We've got an early corner. Fuki will take it. He is our best corner taker at the club and he's picked out absolutely no one. He gets another chance to put it in. Capaldo! Oh, he's at the post. Oh, I keep wanting to call him Capaldi as well after Lewis Capaldi, but it's Capoda, I think. Capoda. But yeah, we've hit the post. So unlucky. Don't have another game in a row where we basically get a them. That would be annoying. Kole comes forward. Capaldo puts in. That is going to have to be one hell of a header from there, Tashi. Okay, we've got it away from the back. Here's Pledl. He's not got too many options. He literally just gives the ball back to Kempf. And Ryan is there. Fuli doesn't make the interception. Tabakovic, his shot is blocked. It'll be a corner. They've got some big boys in their team as well. Tabakovic is the one I'm worried about. As Ryan swings it in, there is Tabakovic, and yeah, he's going to be tough to mark, isn't he? Half an hour gone, 0-0. Half time, 0-0. They've had more shots, but we've done quite a good job of killing the game. And I think against the team that are top of the league, I'm not going to be too disappointed with that. So I'm going to tell everyone that I'm proud of their efforts, and we're going to go with the old, keep going, have faith, not too upset, blah-de-blah-de-blah. Just thinking, what can let's go for at the start of the second half, the old big man, little man system. And I mean, I'm not fussed about taking them short because I don't want to put us under pressure. Hit early crosses, get the ball into space, and we'll leave it. I've bumped the passing up to standard, so I think we'll stick with that. Let's just get Capoda up front for a little bit of this second half and see if we can cause their backline a little bit more trouble, as Dade has it into Aydin. But yeah, from kickoff, we're not going to see anything. Throw in, it's Bitter into Pledl. Pledl, he's little. He tried to put a cross in, I think it was blocked. Sissoko into Bitter. Bitter into Sissoko again. Back to Fuki. That's a good ball. Pledl, that's good football, but Tashi's shot is wild and over the bar. Here come Hertha Berlin. Bitter slides in, but doesn't really take the ball off Miziane. In rain shoots, it's a good save from Muller. And it's going to be a corner to Hertha Berlin. And yeah, as we said, they've got their big chaps. We need to make sure we're marking them. It's a good header from Bitter. And it's still playing on. It's another really good save from Muller. And he is easily our best keeper at the club. And it's good that we renewed his contract, and shows really good hands there to save that one. Down the other end, Bitter into Pledl. Bitter, Sissoko, Tashi. Oh, he's crossed it to nobody. I thought that should have been a goal. Tabakovic is beaten in the air. Sissoko into Pledl over the top. Capoda! Oh! Man, he's hit the post and missed the sitter. It's not his day. The 4-2-4 not looking too bad at the moment. Nappy into Fuki, out to Bakir. Bakir doesn't... That's rubbish. Why are we not swinging in those crosses like I asked? Into Suat Serda. He's pulled our Nappy out of defence. A shot, good save from Muller. An hour gone. I don't really know what to do in this situation. I think I do want to take Bakir off. We're going to bring on Konig, and I think you want to be an advanced forward, right? Inverted winger, inside forward, yeah. An inside forward. So you run on, which means you can attack a little bit more, even though you do want to be defensive. How are you playing? 6.8, yeah, okay. We're not going to change you. You're playing pretty well. Tashi off. Matt Smith redemption arc coming up. Come and get the winner. Doctor Who, come on. Throw in, Bitter, into Smith, back to Bitter. Now he swings. The thing is, they swing in across when your target forward isn't in there. It's very irritating. Ernst on the ball, out to Getcha. And, I thought we might intercept that one. Getcha on it again. Ernst, into Dade. Dade just holding on to the ball. Getcha. Oh, that's a good steal. Konig's in. Capaldo. Oh, Capoda. Not Capaldo. I'm sort of mixing Lewis Capaldi and Capoda. Fuki on the corner. Swings this one in. It's not very good. Pedal keeps it alive. Fuki picks out Nappy. Nappy back to Senga. Bitter. Gets past his man. And this time he had people in the box. But yeah, not the ones we wanted to hit. Fuki. Another corner. Can we swing this one in? Fuki. It's there, but it's a good delivery. It's not bad. Fuki on it again. He can't pick out Matt Smith in the middle. 20 minutes to go. Right, 18 minutes to go. We're going to bring off... I might as well just call him Capaldi. We're going to bring off Capaldi and bring on Angulo into that role. We've got 2 more subs to do. 6.5 at the back is Nappy. Not playing well at all, but full of fitness. So I don't really want to take him off. We're going to bring on Nathaniel Chalobah for Fuki. And... do we bring... Actually, we could bring Nappy off. Let's bring Nappy off for Dalsgaard. Get him back involved. He's another big boy that we can send up for a corner. 75 minutes gone. 15 to go. 10 minutes to go, and we are getting back into this game. We're starting to create a lot of chances. Pledl's in. Oh, it's another good save from Ernst. Now we should get Matt Smith and Damsgaard up there, and Pledl's going to take the corner. Senga's still on the pitch as well, who's doing very well in the goal-scoring charts for us this season, but it's headed away. Angulo into Pledl. Pledl was offside. Sissoko gives it away. Sender's there. Tablikovic holds onto the ball. He's an absolute giant, that guy. Into Kenny. Kenny to Aydin. Aydin shoots. Good save from Muller, who could be on for man of the match today. He's had a good game. A couple of minutes to go. It's been very even on the XG chart here. Gekster with the ball into Aydin. And that's a good tackle from Konig. Chalobah, ball through. Here is Angulo into Bitter. Bitter gets past his man. It's a good tackle. It's another corner for MS Val Deuberg. As Pledl was going to take this on, surely we've got to get one of these on target and then just get a rebound or a flick on or something. Pledl taking his time, swings it in. Dalsgaard was challenging and we can't get on the end of it. Bitter will keep it alive. Back to Pledl on his left foot. Oh, we've hit the bar. It looks so good. Konig is trying to pass that to Nathaniel Chalobah but couldn't get it in there. Oh, and Hertha Berlin hanging on. And have they got a sting in the tail at the end of this one? It's Gekter. Goes into the feet of his teammate, Kenny, up towards Rhine, and we get two people in there, and one of them is Dalsgaard. Don't mess around with it. Goes up the line. It's full time. It's a good result against top of the league. But look at this. We've given them a right game. That second half was superb. 11 shots to 8, 4 on target to 5, 1.2 XG to 1.4, 46% possession. Oh, man, we played really well. Our goalkeeper, 7.6. Their goalkeeper, a 7.8, a man of the match. I think we may have found our systems that we need to go with. This 4-2-3-1 and a 4-2-4 looks to be the way, to be honest. I'm going to say that was a good result. Good result. I'm not too sure why it's saying we're holding out for a draw. We had more shots and a better XG. Hertha Berlin held out for a draw. Tashi is on a 10-match streak without scoring. So we'll go for the arm around and say, look, I've got every faith you can get back into your goal-scoring ways. It has made it very close, though. Firth, by the way, who appointed a new manager the day of our game. So they got a new manager bounce. It's working for them. They've won another one, and they're now level on points with us. But we do have a goal difference of -6, whereas theirs is -12. But luckily for us, Braunschweig and Magdeburg both lost, so we're still in touching distance of them. And we're not actually far off mid-table. So there is potential for us to do sort of well. It's doing this thing again where it doesn't put the lines in. There we go. So we've got 2 more games until January. So make sure you get your comments in on this video and the previous video around if there's any tweaks to the system in January. I think it's proving quite a challenge at the moment, generally with what we've got and how the training stuff are going and the players we've got in the squad. So we'll be on the lookout for reinforcements in the January transfer window. If there's any comment that gets a big like, a big thumbs up on it or lots of thumbs up, then I'll maybe look to try and implement that. But also start getting your suggestions in for the end of this season, what we want to do for next season in terms of policies for the club. But thank you so much for watching. We'll come back in February. Let's play the end of February, I think, unless something drastic is happening in January for the transfer window. But I feel like we'll come back at the end of February, recap what's happened at January, and go through all of that. So thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. For now, I'm out. Cheers.